Hi everyone, I'm Sam.
And I'm Alex.
Welcome to Unit 11, Wrong Kind of Clown. So, this is talking about former CEO. I believe his name is Steve Easterbrook. He is the former CEO of McDonald's. So, I mean, at least in every branch in McDonald's, there's been somebody who has been fired, basically, and they get paid their working hours and then are shown the door. They usually don't get a $40 million golden parachute payment included in this. Golden parachute. However, there are always exceptions, and here is one case. Now, the former CEO of McDonald's, Steve Easterbrook, was actually involved in a romantic relationship with one of his subordinates. And however, he was let go without any cause and given this $40 million payment. Now, as far as people were concerned at the time, he was only involved in a few suggestive texts with this subordinate.
Suggestive. But it actually turns out there was more. However, when they investigated this, they discovered that the relationship was consensual, so there was no evidence of any quid pro quo. So it seemed like they were both willing participants in this relationship, regardless of the fact that it may have seemed inappropriate, not a good idea.
Consensual.
Quid pro quo.
Talking about CEOs, what do CEOs do?
Some people would argue not enough.
Right.
I mean, you know, they run companies, don't they?
Exactly.
They make business deals. They say what the direction of the company is going to be. Some of them are very hands-on. Some of them, I think, are less hands-on.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, they run companies.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more really to add to that. They either take a back seat and hire people to do their job for them, or like you said, they're a bit more hands-on, right?
Yes.
Now, CEOs, they do come under fire for earning a hell of a lot of money. So do you think that CEOs deserve the kind of money that they get?
Well, I think this depends on your political philosophy.
Right.
So if you are, for example, the kind of person who owns a company but doesn't really do anything, you just sit back whilst the checks roll in, as they say. I think somebody who may be more of a Marxist would say that this is basically a form of theft. But if you are, like most people, fairly moderate, I mean, I don't know. I think that if you are someone who's smart enough to start your own company and make it a success, why shouldn't you be allowed to earn money?
Right. A lot of people argue that this system of payments, it's very top-heavy with CEO. Like, think of Jeff Bezos and how much money he earns. It's kind of ridiculous compared to the warehouse workers. So there are arguments to be had, and like you said, it definitely depends on your political standpoint.
There's definitely a gap.
Right,
Yeah.
definitely. So that would do it for our preview section, and we'll see you in the review.